Bey, Tim and Joel on Nova.
It's our last mailbag of the year, but if you'd like to get in touch with us, do it. We'll be monitoring the socials in our downtime, no doubt.
Of course.
Someone will be anyway.
Just like putting things in folders. I love. Oh, can I be in charge of that? Because I really like organising. Can I be the one in charge of like the mailbag collection over the holiday
go
period?
Do the pickup. Yeah.
I'll do the pickup. I'll file them. I'll put them in everyone's pigeonholes.
All right, we'll send everything to Ricky over the summer break.
Can you put a paperweight on top of mine, please, so they don't blow away? Big, a big paperweight on top, please.
Oh gosh, you're so bougie.
RTJ at novafm.com.au
Need to
or
use it.
text us 0409 RTJ or slip into our socials. Look, this is what happened. Last week we had Ruben in from Yoga, Peking Duck Ruben. And you discussed the thing he did with Soulja Boy.
Yes, it was amazing. He did a remix of "Can't Help Falling in Love with You" by Elvis and "Crank That Soulja Boy," and it was so good.
You
can't
help falling in love with you.
It was so good. So good.
This is you.
You. Oh my gosh. That was me trying to explain it the first time I told you, and I derailed one of your really good stories to tell you that. So Jess has hit us up on TikTok saying, "Hey gang, I thought Ricky might like this guy on TikTok after her Soulja Boy business last week. I won't spoil it, but you'll see why here."
She's doing the moment that you just talked about right now. So she can't believe that they're cheering for
She
her.
can't believe they're cheering.
Oh my God! Stop it, everyone! Stop it!
Okay.
See, and look, there's a camera crew there on stage with her that's not usually there.
She can't believe it. She's like, "Are you serious for me?"
She can't believe it. Oh my God. I'm going to walk over here and then I'm going to walk in front of it and be like, "Oh my God, more? What?"
Okay, sorry to
People in
derail.
Vancouver know who I am.
Let's go back to Soulja Boy. Are you ready for the first one?
You!
Soulja Boy,
That was Bluey.
I love that.
That's what we do with breath.
I love that.
This one?
Amazing.
He loves it. He loves
Oh my
it.
God. And then they've got a request for Hopelessly Devoted. Hopelessly Devoted. You.
Jock Reese, you have something from Brendan.
I know this was off the back of our Miss Uber standings discussion last week. Re Ubers and the average, rating for an Australian Uber driver has dropped. Brendan got in touch and said, "Hey team," and told us a rather long story about Bali, but I'll summarise it for you. He said he was in Bali as a 19-year-old. He also said, "We listen, we don't judge," which I wasn't really into on Friday, I've got to be honest. And he said he got into a car with an Uber sticker on the back window. It wasn't an Uber he booked, right, from the airport. And he said the guy was really nice and he was like, "Oh, I think he's going to get a 5-star rating." But as he was dropped off, he said, "I went to pay him and went around to the boot to grab my bag. It wasn't open. I tried again and he floored it and started to speed off down the road. I was still holding onto the back of the car, running as fast as I could. I lost my thongs and kept running on the super hot Bali road. He ended up falling over, grazing both knees, losing his passport, laptop and all of his clothes. 1 star.
But not the thongs.
I know I
Not
very
your
rarely put
habbies.
things in the boot of an Uber unless I have to.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you always put your big suitcase on you.
Well, unless I have
Where
to.
do you put your suitcase?
No,
He
just
doesn't
like,
really-
I have to. Like if it's carry-on luggage, for instance, in the back with me.
Yeah, and you don't really travel often with a suitcase.
No, I know. I
big
sometimes, if I'm
suitcase.
overseas, leave the doors open before I collect my stuff out the back. It slows him down
Have
a
you
bit.
been stung before? You sound very paranoid.
You're just
I just don't like
situationally
losing my stuff.
aware.
I just don't like losing my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff. Hey, I've got two really quick ones here. This one is from Brendan. Last Wednesday, we got chatting about lyrebirds. You know, lyrebirds who just pretend they're cameras and chainsaws and drills.
They're amazing.
They are really amazing. Anyway, Brendan's saying, "Hey team, listening to your podcast from Wednesday, you were chatting about lyrebirds." Covered that. I worked in Kosciuszko National Park near Jindabyne. Shout out to our local hero, BBC, Big Brad Cox. Anyway... He's a welder, and the lyrebirds have learnt to mimic the helicopters that bring us our tools and equipment.
What?
The amount of times I've heard the helicopter coming and radioed the pilot to tell them where I am, only to find out it's a bloody stinking lyrebird. There you go.
They're cheeky.
They really are. The birds also mimic our generators and grinders, not the grinder notifications.
I can do that.
I found a feather too. There you go. Picture of him with a feather.
That is amazing.
But this one's a late mailbag. We were talking about a certain person who followed us on Instagram. Someone's followed Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. Do you know Yvette Noel-Schure? She's Beyonce's publicist.
What? Hi, Yvette. I love you so much. I love Beyonce. She's the biggest fan in the whole entire world.
Yvette Noel-Schure has written to us.
Not again!
What'd you say?
Oh my God, she commented on the video of us saying we love you, and she said, "This is funny," and 2 exclamation marks.
Thank you, Yvette.
I love you. That's so cool.
Maybe Beyonce can write to us next year.
I think Beyonce's a bit busy at the
Watch
moment.
this space. Yeah, I reckon Beyonce's publicist might be a bit busy today.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's the mailbag for the year, guys.
Love it.
Wrapped up.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On